Okay, I was trying to share some skincare and maybe body care. We'll see. But I'm just showing, it's just a carefree segment. What I'm showing right now in this video is just skincare and maybe body care that I have. And I'm not saying it's a good idea to have all of these, but I'm just documenting what I have. And there's very few items, skincare, where I'm like, yeah, this does something. It functions well. I can tell for sure. So there's very few that I would like tell folks go out and buy. But the ones that I do feel like do something good for me, like I'll note that in the video so you can tell the difference. Anyway, unfortunately, some of these items are quite gunky and messy. I did not think to. It's everyday life. That's what we document. There really is not much filters, not much getting things ready, you know. It's just in the moment. So some of the stuff is gunky, but it is what it is. This ordinary caffeine solution, this is a recommendation. It's whenever I use this, the dark circles, if I have any, look better. The overall under eye looks better. Like harshness is just decreased. It's a short-term fix. It doesn't really fix the root issue of anything. It's just a short-term fix. But I do notice a difference when I wear this versus not wearing it at all. So this I do recommend from The Ordinary, their caffeine solution, if you have issues with under eyes. Not a doctor or anything, so this is not medical advice, and you take at your own risk. I'm just saying what works for me. I'm recommending based on what works for me. And I do like this brand, First Aid Beauty. So this is their moisturizer. And then they have a cleanser. This is a travel size version, just not full size, obviously. They do have full size versions. But anything from that brand I like. And I would tell folks might be worth a try. If you're just looking for a moisturizer and cleanser, I would consider that. It does say safe for sensitive skin on both items. So I think a lot of First Aid Beauty, they do claim a lot of their items are safe for sensitive skin. Then this one's expensive, but if you can find this on a really good sale, I just like this one. I don't know if it does anything, but it's just a nice experience. Feels very high-end, very smooth. Not much of a fragrance. Slight fragrance, but it's not anything obnoxious. And I just like, it feels clean. So this Ahava brand, there's this moisturizer specifically. I'm a fan of that one. The Ordinary, just in general, like I shared the caffeine solution, but the Ordinary just has the most budget friendly, like, solutions that I've found. So I've heard that niacinamide and hyaluronic acid is good for some skin issues, like acne, or maybe one of them for acne. I don't know. Again, not a doctor, not sure, but I bought these because I heard that they could possibly help my, skin issues I had at the time. So if you're looking for a niacinamide and a hyaluronic acid that's budget friendly, I haven't had any irritation. Maybe consider the brand The Ordinary. So excuse the nails. They just look clear. It says on the bottle what each are. This I did like initially, but it dried out. It's from Pixi. Beautiful eye brightening eye patches. Eye patches can be very expensive. I don't understand why. So this I liked because it was like, at least I felt reasonably priced. You get 30 pairs in this one. I think some of them you get a little bit less, but you know, if you do the math, that's like around $1 each. So I'm like, okay, that's somewhat fair versus some of these other brands are charging like sometimes even $20 for a pair. It's ridiculous. So there was that, and it just felt nice. I did see it similar to the caffeine solution that I mentioned, but this one was less. Pixi one was less. I did see an immediate difference, but it was less noticeable. But I did notice definitely depuffing and the darkness under my eye decreased a lot, and just in the short term. The issue I had with this is that eventually, like after months, I realized whatever solution is in here dries out, so the patches are pretty dry and feels like there's no solution in there. So what I did, better than nothing, I don't know if it fixes the issue, but I just added, when it got to that stage, added moisturizer and basically trying to make my own serum, like moisturizer and like one of the solutions from The Ordinary, either niacinamide or hyaluronic acid, one of the two. So if you're looking for eye patches, I think this is a good one. Just beware that you might have to create your own solution eventually, and they could dry out. So I did get just one time this Tatcha, which I barely use because it is really expensive. It's around 70 something bucks. So I'm not getting that again. I doubt it. And I'm just hardly using it. It's okay. It's a nice moisturizer. It's basic, does the job you'd think it would do. Creamy, a little bit thick, but in a sort of good way. I wish it was like a bit slippery, a little more slippery, a little less thick, thinner, I would say. That's just based on my taste. I don't think you need to go out and spend the money. This Kopari niacinamide and caffeine eye bright cream, it's almost finished. I just got it in a box and it said there was caffeine in there, so I'm like, I heard caffeine is good for the under eye. Like, it actually functions to help with dark circles. And I think it does for me at least. The Mud Masky, I basically finished this. It was either an eye serum or a moisturizer eye serum. So this is just a section of it. So that's finished. I do really like this brand, Mud Masky. That's a recommendation in my view. It's similar to the Hava in terms of its status in my view. Like, they're both quality wise for me kind of equivalent. The Mud Masky formula tends to be much more thinner, like more watery, whereas the Hava usually has more holds. They're both kind of expensive. I think the Mud Masky is more affordable a little bit. This from Dollar Tree, Lift Firm, an eye cream with collagen. from Global Beauty Care. I can't tell if it does anything at all. It just feels like a normal kind of thin under eye cream. Very basic, very, drugstore. Can't tell if it does anything, but it's Dollar Tree, so affordable at least. Elemis, got from a beauty box. Not really using it because it's the only one I have. Eye recovery cream. Can't tell if it does anything. Feels nice. Feels kind of similar to, it's sort of a thin formula. It feels similar to the Dollar Tree one. Yeah, I can't tell if it does anything. This Tula, can't tell if it does anything, but it's Tula Skincare, Take Care, Nourish. It says body. I've used it on the face before. It hasn't broken me out. It just seems like a normal. It's pretty thick though. Like you don't need that much of it, but we'll just use it as a normal moisturizer. You get a ton in here. I found that at like a Marshall's or something, discounted. These are for like zits and stuff. I found at Dollar Tree, and this kind of works for me. I did sort of see a difference. They're meant to, when like a zit, or you think a zit is starting to come off, like in the very early stages, you can wear these and the zit or whatever might go away. So I've tried these and I had a zit or something and it went away. So was that a coincidence? Was it because of these? I don't know. I think this did something. But another time when I had like a skin blemish, I did the same thing and these did nothing. So it's kind of a toss-up. Tula Skincare, Glow and Get It. Wet n Wild has a version of this, which I've tried, and e.l.f. does, which I have not tried. The Wet n Wild works just fine. I can't really tell if it does much, but this one, I feel like it does depuff a little bit sometimes not. I feel like sometimes it does something and sometimes it doesn't. But it looks blue in the tube. It does not look blue going on your under eye. Let me wear a little bit now to try to remind myself. I don't really use this that much just because I feel like I'll run out, which doesn't look like I would, but eventually. I don't know. I think I have to test this out more to really give more thoughts on how this works. I wore one under one eye just now. So we'll see by the end if there's a difference. See, this I haven't tried, the Advanced Genifique Youth Activating Concentrate. From Lancome. So, never tried that, but I have it. Because I got a Lancome set one year for holiday for Christmas, and it included that. This, is it Shea Moisture? I don't know what brand this is, but it's almost done. It's just a vitamin C serum. I can't tell if it does anything, but I was hearing at the time that I got it that vitamin C could help with skin issues, and it was like most affordable one I could find. So yeah, it didn't irritate me or anything. This, I can't tell if it does anything. Found at TJ Maxx or some place like that. Strawberry glaze glow facial serum. Says it has strawberry, niacinamide, and antioxidant boost. So it said niacinamide, so that's why I got that, thinking that the niacinamide might work. And I did hear about good things about this brand, Truly. It's a little expensive, so I thought, okay, you can get an expensive brand at a discount cost and get the niacinamide. So once I run out of the ordinary, or basically now I have more than one niacinamide, I guess. This, I can't tell if it does anything. Shiseido concentrate, power infusing concentrate. So I think you wear this under the under eye. I'm not sure, so I haven't used it. I'll just do it under the under eye. I think on the original under eye I wore too much. Because now I have like a frosty blue, slight blue looking look under the under eye. I wore the Tula Skincare Glow Get It Cooling Brightening Eye Balm. I just wore now off camera under one eye, but I think I used too much, and so now I have like a slight blue, very frosty under eye. So maybe try not to use too much of this at once. And I have another one of these, so I think I do like it. I'm just wondering if it actually does much. It does feel nice. This is from Kors. I think I tried another thing from Kors, but I finished it. But this is either a moisturizer or cleanser. It's a travel size, non-full size version. So this is a brand Kors, Korres. Yeah, it just feels like a regular. I think it felt a little bit tightening, similar to the Neutrogena I would compare it to as far as the texture, but felt like a relatively normal, kind of similar to a scrub effect, although this did not have like actual scrub sediments, but I don't think it did, maybe. No. Or what, did this have a different texture? I don't know. Now I'm not sure if I know what I'm talking about with this one. It's like halfway done. I felt like it was okay, but I remember it didn't stand out to me, but it wasn't horrible at all. This I've used for years, the from Body Clear. No, this is Neutrogena. Body Clear Body Wash. So this is meant to be used for your body, but it has salicylic acid acne treatment. So, use at your own risk, because the way I use this might not be the recommended way or the correct way. But for me, it works really well to use on my face as like a cleansing scrub or something. And it wasn't too harsh for me. It didn't irritate. because some scrubs I've tried are too harsh for me and they do irritate. These do have like, it's a bit rough. It's a scrub-like texture, so it's like a gel scrub. You feel kind of sediments, or I don't know how to describe it, kind of like has a sandiness to it. So this is not smooth feeling. But yeah, I don't know, for certain skin types and issues, I do recommend this. Did work for me. And it's just usually always have it. It's a little bit messy, but this I got from a beauty box, almost finished. It didn't do anything, I don't think. It was okay, it was nice feeling, but yeah. Too expensive for what it is, I think. JLo Beauty, that hit single gel cream cleanser. Almost done. Beautiful bottle. That has a mess on it, but that's my fault. But yeah, that's almost done. I wouldn't get it. It's okay, but just not worth the price. And I don't know if it does much. I couldn't tell. And then it's called CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser, and they have a daily moisturizing lotion. So this is just the most affordable moisturizer and cleanser, and you get a lot. So per unit, per ounce, these are the most affordable. So the everyday kind of, I don't even use it every day, but this is kind of the standard. And then I'll go in with all this extra stuff, maybe. And the scrub is kind of the standard, depending. If I'm having kind of a lot of facial skin issues, this is a standard too. But these would be my general standard skincare, and then the rest is honestly extra. And then I would say sometimes the solutions from The Ordinary are standard too. So after moisturizing and cleansing, then I would sometimes use the solutions, then something for the under eye, and that's about it. And then on days where I feel like I want to do something fancy, then I'll skip the standard moisturizer and cleanser and then use one of these instead. But I think a lot of skin, what makes skin look nice, quote unquote, it does come down to genetics, honestly. But even if you have good genetics, your skin can act out, And then this is a moisturizing cream. I don't think I'm going to include the body care. I might include the body care in another time. So this video might just be skincare only. CeraVe, they have a moisturizing cream. I wonder which one would be more affordable. I think initially this one in a tub is more expensive, but you might get more. And this moisturizing cream the one in the tub is meant to stay on your skin, so it's a thicker formula. You don't need as much. So the tub might last you longer. But yeah, they have the liquid lotion and the moisturizing cream that comes in a tub. So I've got both, but eventually, once I finish one of them, or both of them, I might get both again or just stick with one. Well, I guess I can include body care. It's not that much, to be honest. Very basic when it comes to body care. So sometimes I just use, for instance, to start off with, just a bar body soap. Any brand, almost any brand really. Oh, and then I forgot for skincare, I also have this Clinique Surge, Clinique Moisture Surge. And I think I filled this with water by accident. So a lot of this I wasn't able to use. And I don't even know if I'll use the rest, to be honest, or I'll just throw it out. But it was okay. It was felt kind of similar, but much more calmer version of the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. So if you've tried that one, this Clinique Moisture Surge is similar. It has that same kind of refreshing, slightly tightening sensation. This one is less intense. This one's much less intense. So it's a mess. I'm trying not to. Why is it not? Kind of looks like that. I'm trying not to show the top because it's a mess. Anyway, so another skincare thing is Glow Recipe. I have a few of their things, like this is the Vitamin C Bright Eye Cream. I don't know, I feel like this brand is kind of gimmicky. They have beautiful looking bottles, but the product just feels okay. Like a lot of their stuff, it just feels okay, nothing special. And it's kind of expensive. So I would just stay away. Not bad, but it just feels like kind of a waste of money, and I don't know if they do anything. They don't seem to. Now switching to body. So as I said, usually it's just bar soap to start off with, and then some kind of body wash. So usually I stick with the Suave or some body wash that's just a few bucks or so, some off-brand body wash. However, now and occasionally I do have the Dove. I've had before different Dove body washes. I like liquid body wash, but it might not be as strong, or it might not do the job really. I don't know, I'm still learning, to be honest, what you're supposed to use, because it's a struggle for me to maintain hygiene for a longer amount of time. Like I have to continue doing things sometimes several times a day, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm just trying to find a way where I can minimize the amount of stuff I use, and to where I don't have to, like, if I could just do body care once a day, even once every few, sounds filthy, but even once every few days, yeah, that would be honestly ideal. I don't really enjoy doing this kind of stuff, but you have to, I guess. You have to be somewhat clean and hygienic and smell nice and all that. So we're learning. Um, there's a lot of other things I need to focus on my life and, in my life as well. But anyway, so basically what I'm trying to say is body wash. I don't know if, to me, I'm guessing it doesn't really do that much of the actual cleaning, or like body wash is more of to add fragrance, and it's more of an artificial thing. But I think it's just a nice sensation. It just makes you feel a little bit fancy. I don't know. So then I heard this is good. This Castile soap, Dr. Bronner's. So I usually get the large bottles, but they have smaller ones as well. I think the top came off, but it kind of looks like that. I always try to make sure I have this. It's a bit expensive, but it lasts forever. And then I heard you're meant to exfoliate, so like a body scrub on the underarms. So Tree Hut, it's our birthday, have some cake. There's this scent that I have. I have a few of these, but I've considered just making my own. Then I heard you should be using a body oil. So this is Dr. Teal's. I was trying to find the most affordable one. It seems to be this one. To make sure to put the lid on it. Sometimes I don't, and a whole bunch fell off. This is from Osé. It's kind of an expensive, I think they do mostly body care brand. And it says algae body oil. So this is like a fancy version. So sometimes I'll do that. And I've heard great things. Someone gave me this native body wash as part of like a gift, like self-care kind of gift. I forgot what else was. It was a bundle or something. It's native body wash. I don't know. I've heard about this brand Native, and it seemed to be kind of